here.
I worry about the personality clashes.
That he will make his own decision based on his own criteria.
You hear Brooklyn 1 minute, you hear the New York Knicks the next.
I don't think it's the right fit.
If the Knicks don't get Irving or Durant, you would feel bad for New York.
It's crushing.
I believe he stays.
You've got an offer to take. Just take it. Don't let this play out.
On the cusp of July free agency.
The NBA is about to change as some of the biggest stars in the league are counting down to their seismic free agent decisions, and we're counting down along with them to Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Welcome on in, everybody, to First Take Friday. I'm Charlie Arnold alongside Max Kellerman here in New York. Stephen A. joining us from Philly. Well, in a series of moves,
up,
the
y'all?
Listen, sorry, I'm getting
Stephen A's
into
in
things too
Philly
quickly.
with his ear to the ground. I can't wait to hear what you've heard.
I hear we have some big news coming up here.
No, listen, let me just get right down to it because before we get into the show, as it pertains to the particular subjects, Max, get your pen ready. Here's what the deal is. Toronto's going to be granted an interview by Kawhi Leonard, all right? We understand that. We know that the Los Angeles Clippers has been a team that has been on Kawhi Leonard's radar. As of last night, into the wee hours of this morning, I got word the Los Angeles Lakers are to be taken seriously. They will be a team that's strongly considered to go for Kawhi Leonard to arrive to. Kawhi Leonard was coached by Steve Fisher. Steve Fisher's got a connection to Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka's been working that angle. LeBron and Kawhi have a very good relationship. They've been texting throughout the year. Obviously, Kawhi has worked out from time to time with Kobe. He grew up a Laker fan. His boy Wilkes, who used to be at UCLA, he's communicated with Magic on many, many occasions as well. This notion that the Lakers should be summarily dismissed is wrong. Kawhi Leonard is strongly considering the Los Angeles Lakers, plus New Balance would prefer that he be in L.A. rather than Toronto. So as a result of that reality, think about this for a second, Max. If Kawhi Leonard ends up going to L.A., joining A.D. and LeBron, if that would have happened, because I don't know whether it's going to happen or not, if that would have happened, if you're KD and you're looking at the next 3 to 5 years of your career, what are you going to do? You might decide to stay in Golden State because what's your best shot at competing with that three-headed monster at the Staples Center if that would have happened? KD is going to be offered the 5-year Supermax $221 million deal this Sunday at 6 o'clock by Bob Myers, the general manager for the Golden State Warriors. He's going to be in New York to meet up with KD. He's going to get that offer, okay? So if you're KD and you see that Kawhi Leonard is going to the Los Angeles Lakers to join AD and LeBron, what do? Do you go to Brooklyn? I'm not sure about that. You definitely don't go to the Knicks. You might decide to stay in Golden State. If Kawhi, for some reason, doesn't decide to go to L.A. and he decides to re-up with Toronto, then you've got the Kyrie factor. Do you go to Brooklyn? Or do you say, you know what, bump that, I'm going to go to L.A.? If you're the Lakers, you might not want Kyrie, even though LeBron loves Kyrie. You might not want Kyrie. You might not want Kemper. What you might want to do is grab D'Angelo Russell and then say, hey, what's the restricted free agent out there that we might have a shot at getting? Maybe we go after Malcolm Brogdon. These are the things that are being discussed by the Los Angeles Lakers. Meanwhile, the Clippers have gotten very, very nervous, all right, because their plan was to get Kawhi Leonard all along, and if that doesn't happen, things fall apart. The New York Knicks, from what I'm hearing, it's bad enough nobody one anticipates they're going to get anybody, Max. I'm hearing the New York Knicks might not even get an interview in person. If they get something, it'll be phoners. I haven't spoken to the Knicks. I don't know if that's true, but I'm hearing a phoner.
Let me get this straight.
Phoners, Max. Phoners.
Let me get this straight because I noticed Molly's taking a hideout today. Charlie did a great job yesterday, and we're very happy to have you, Charlie. But I noticed Molly is taking a hideout today. I heard from you and Molly and so many people yelling at me about, no, this time the Knicks. Do you see now what it is to be a Lakers fan? All we heard was Kawhi's not coming. Now you're telling me, you're reporting today, it could be LeBron, Kawhi, and AD on the Lakers, and the Knicks can't even get an interview?
All I'm saying to you is this. Don't put me in the same breath as Molly. She tried to come at you like she had some inside information while being from Connecticut. Me, I was emotional. I was like, I don't want to hear that. I called you a traitor. There's two different angles that we're coming from here, right? I was
fair enough.
And in fairness, let's keep in mind that Jalen Rose, who's been on the money with a lot of stuff that he has said this year, swears up and down he doesn't see Kawhi going to the Lakers. Now, keep in mind why Jalen is so important in all of this. We all talk about how Kawhi had a good relationship with his college coach. That's somebody that Rob Pelinka, that was his college coach as well. Well, who else was his college coach? It was Jalen. Jalen Rose was a player for Steve Fisher as well. So Jalen kind of knows what the hell is going on to some degree, make no mistake about it. But the bottom line is this. It comes down to the Raptors, the Clippers, and the Lakers. If Kawhi Leonard goes to the Lakers, it might, I mean, you talk about catastrophic stuff going on because it might change what Houston decides to do. Houston might decide it has no hope. Why go after Jimmy Butler? You know, KD, you might decide the only hope I have is to go back to Golden State and to stay with Steph and Clay, who's also, Clay's deal is done. Clay ain't going nowhere. He's getting the max dollars as well. This is what's going to happen.
I love the KD
right now.
angle.
This is what you got to watch it.
I love the KD angle because I agree. If Kawhi, and I just have my doubts, but you never can count the Lakers out. And by the way, we have to get into Pelinka, whether people owe him an apology, the whole thing later on. I'll still tell you no. If they get Kawhi, I'll change my tune. The point is, LeBron, Kawhi, and AD, Stephen A., KD could re-sign in Golden State. Let me tell you something. They wouldn't beat the Lakers. No way, no how. LeBron, Kawhi, and AD, if they linked up with Golden State, the three best players in the series would all be on one team. LeBron, Kawhi, and KD, and LeBron, Kawhi, and AD are the 1, 2, 3 best players in that series. KD coming off an injury.
Well, listen,
I would put him third at best anyway. But he's coming off an injury.
No. Don't think about KD for next season. When you talk about KD, let's say, for example, he decides. I'm saying, let's say, for example, he decides to come back to Golden State because of the three-headed monster that would be in L.A. if Kawhi Leonard were to go there. What we're saying is you're looking at 3 years. Forget next season because we understand he and Clay are hobbled for next season. We're talking about over the next 3 years the level of dominance that would exist in Los Angeles. And by the way, I'm not going to fail to give Magic Johnson credit. Magic Johnson had a 3-year plan. Magic Johnson confided in me years ago what that plan was, and this was it. I just never believed it could be pulled off. All three. If all three gets pulled off,
you know what that's called?
Oh, my Lord.
You know what that's called?
Oh, my Lord. It is what it is.
You know what that's called? Magic, Stephen A. That would be magic if all three of those guys went up on the same team. And I'm telling you, if KD stayed, he would have to stay in Golden State at that point, you would think. But even if he did, we're talking about can KD come back to 80%, to 90%. 95% of KD is the fourth best player in that series because it's close with him and AD. It's close with him and Kawhi. With him and LeBron nowadays, maybe. Like LeBron was above everyone, but maybe he's fallen back to the pack with age. We'll see. If it's only 80% of KD and 100% of Steph, the fourth best player on the series would be in Golden State. 1, 2, and 3 would all be on the Lakers.
For the purposes for the viewers, let me crystallize this for everybody. If you go to the Lakers, you're talking about Kawhi, a Laker fan, the relationship with Kobe, the relationship with LeBron, Pelinka talking to Fisher, Magic Johnson talking to his boy Wilkes and having known him for quite a long time. Those are the elements that would assist Kawhi in going to the Lakers. If he were to go to the Clippers, it's because he ain't about that sizzle. He's just about grabbing his lunch pail, going to work, winning, and going home. If he were to stay in Toronto, it's because he's been there the last year. They won a championship. He's incredibly comfortable. He's got a country at his disposal. Those are the situations that involve Kawhi Leonard. Because KD went down, got hurt, Kawhi Leonard right now is the king of free agency. He literally, with what decision he makes, may very well dictate where an abundance of people go and what an abundance of teams choose to do in order to compete with whatever scenario he creates.
He'd have been the king of free agency for me.
Is the king of free agency right now.
I think he was the prize anyway. He's 3-4 years younger than KD, and truth be told, I think it's close, but I'll take Kawhi over KD straight up. I think he's the best, and now he's getting the recognition.
All right, and just to summarize, the Lakers giving up 6 total players, 4 draft picks, and a potential pick swap for Anthony Davis. Now also maybe Kawhi Leonard, a big deal, but hopefully it is well worth it. We will see how the dominoes fall there. And we have a lot more to debate as we count down to Sunday's free agent.